Promo code. Promo code.
All right, welcome back. This week's episode of the Promo Code Podcast with Jason Gillearn is brought to you by the Split-up Saloon. All right. I almost didn't get around to recording this episode. I was gone all weekend. I went to Nanette Fest. I rode a bull there, crowd surfed, climbed a mountain, did some skydiving, rode a big wheel, went on something called the Dyke Hike. That was fun. Then I did stand-up and bombed. Wow, they hated me. Anyway, good to be home. So, if you've ever been dumped, you know it fucking sucks, right? But hey, it's a part of life, and sometimes it's a blessing in disguise because it allows you to then meet the person you were supposed to be with in the first place until they dump you too. But again, you're still better off because they were both cunts, right? But look, it goes both ways. Sometimes you're the one who has to break it off, which can be just as difficult and suck just as fucking hard, right? Who wants to do that? That's why if you're thinking of ending it with your significant other, you need the services of the Split-up Saloon because they're going to do that shit for you. Such a cool fucking service. Personally, I'm really bad at breaking up with people. In fact, I'm so bad at breaking up with people that I've been married for 24 years. Beat that. But I'll tell you what, man, if my wife keeps telling me to pick up after myself or close my drawers all the way in, I might be working with the Split-up Saloon in more ways than one. Know what I'm saying? Yeah, daddy's bye-bye. See ya. Because that's what the Split-up Saloon does. They're going to contact your boyfriend, your girlfriend, or your husband, or your wife, and communicate to them that it's fucking over, Jack. And they don't discriminate. They know that everyone has their own reason for breaking up with someone. You're arguing too much, or they cheated on you. Maybe they had an accident and they're now a burn victim, or suffered a traumatic brain injury, and you're like, well, this ain't going to work. Whatever the reason, the fine people at the Split-up Saloon have heard it all and they've fucking done it all. Okay? They don't care how callous a person you are. You pay the money and they will gladly tell your newly disfigured friend to hit the bricks. And the coolest thing is you get to choose how they're going to relay that information. You can have them send a text for you, but of course messaging rates do apply. But that's still a small price to pay for not having to hear that fucking voice. Ever again, mind you. And for the same price, you can also send an email, your choice. And dig this, man, for slightly more money, you can send an actual handwritten letter announcing the breakup. It's more of a traditional way to do things. I don't know why you would do that in this day and age. Plus, it's quite possible that if they send a handwritten letter, it's in cursive, so it's hard to make out, and they're reading it going, what does that say? They're not even getting the fucking message. Then they'll call you to say, I can't read it, but it's really romantic that you sent a love letter, and then they're fucking asking what you're doing this weekend. That's exactly the kind of uncomfortable situation that you're looking to avoid in the first fucking place. The Split-up Saloon has truly thought of everything. They'll contact a person you've been dating a week, a year, or someone you've been married to for 50 years. They don't give a fuck. Hell, they'll drop the news on your 50th anniversary. They literally don't give a shit. And on that note, the Split-up Saloon also has another option besides sending a text or email or letter. So let's say you have been married for 50 years and your spouse has glaucoma, right? And it's gotten so bad that it's led to them being completely losing their eyesight. Okay? Two things there. Number one, obviously they got to go, right? And secondly, since they now can't see, you're obviously not going to send a fucking email or a letter. So the Split-up Saloon will send an audio message letting them know that, hey, we had a good 5 decades together, but you're blind now and I'm fucking out of here. And if they are blind, they're going to hear that audio message loud and clear, because when you lose one of your senses, the other ones greatly improve, so you're cool. But yeah, if your future ex is blind, just make sure that they're not legally deaf too, because in that case, there's really nothing the Split-up Saloon can do for you. Then you might actually get stuck having to, be your spouse's caretaker, and nobody wants that shit. I mean, besides them, but they'll be fine. For the audio message option, you're going to fill out a quick questionnaire about them, and the Split-up Saloon will take it from there. And here's a few short examples of what they'll sound like.
Dear Bill, you were my everything, but now you are nobody to me. The last 5 months have been like living in hell. You are the biggest mistake I have ever made. You have crushed my self-esteem, but I'm certain it will improve because I'm leaving your sorry ass for good. You're a fucking loser, and I never did like your mother. By the way, she eats pussy even worse than you do. Do not attempt to contact me because we are done. Goodbye forever, you pathetic hillbilly motherfucker.
Dearest Melanie, this is to inform you that William is breaking up with you because you are completely out of your fucking mind. He thought he could help you, but you are simply too damaged. He initially liked that you were a stand-up comedian because he didn't know that included going on the road and fucking everyone in the United States. He doesn't think that's funny or that you're funny either. And at this point he is even glad you were molested. You can keep the cat because she's a cunt like you. Good luck, bitch, because you'll need it.
All right, there you go. And by the way, those were the nice ones. There are some bitter people out there. All right, go to their website, type in the promo code Blame Yourself. You're going to get 50% off. Whoa, look at that. They have a new feature. You're going to get half off a smoke signal. You can fucking break up with someone with a fucking smoke signal. I don't think you have to be Native American, but let me check on that. In the meantime, good luck dating. I know it's rough out there. Please rate and review. Take the fucking time to rate and review the podcast and subscribe. And if you are super cool, donate if you dig what you're hearing. And thank you always for listening to the Promo Code Podcast with Jason Gillearn.
Promo code.